Tokyo is one of the most populated metropolitan areas in the world, and different neighborhoods continue endlessly. It's a walkable city, so it's your freedom to explore the city and find something different from your culture. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Maze of Tokyo so that you can get some idea on where to go and how to travel around this city. Tokyo is facing the Pacific Ocean side of Honshu Island of Japan. It's the center of politics, economy, and culture of Japan. Around Tokyo city center, there are 23 political districts called ku, ward in English, and the major sightseeing spots are near the city center. So I picked the 10 major areas of Tokyo which are good for sightseeing. It's not a walking distance between these areas, but you might be able to walk or do jogging if you have some energy left. First is Asakusa. Asakusa has a famous Sensoji temple and many little souvenir shops and dining places around the temple. Without doubt, it's on the top of the list of sightseeing spots in Tokyo. My favorite time of visiting is when the temple is closing. You need to get souvenirs before the shops close, but many dining places start to open for dinner. And also, it's nice to stroll around the written-up temple after all the visitors left at night. You also see the Tokyo Sky Tree across the river, and it's just one station away by Tobu Line, or you can also walk the pedestrian deck along the canal. Ueno is a neighborhood 4 stations north of Tokyo Station on Yamanote Line. Ueno has 2 faces. One is a busy street and the other one is Ueno Park. Ueno Park has zoo, ponds, and home of many museums such as the National Museum. Also, since most of the park used to be the part of the Kannage Temple in Edo period, there are some important temples and shrines left in the park. After walking through the busy street of Ameyoko, you can visit museums, or just sitting on the bench by the pond would be nice. Akihabara is a town that has been known as an electric town, but it's more known as a place for Japanese subcultures such as anime, cosplay, figures, games, and so on. If you are interested in one or more of those hobbies, Akihabara would be a good place to walk around and find your favorite spots. If possible, it might be better to go on Sunday so you can walk on the middle of the street and town has a more festive atmosphere. But if you are taking photos, night city might be more photogenic. Tokyo Station area. This is the area I categorized as one to make it easy, but it might be a little big as one destination. The area is center of business of Tokyo, so you might feel a little bit out of place in the rush hour time, but there are some places to see, and the first thing that comes into your eyes a large imperial palace, where Japanese emperor lives. You can enter the East Garden and see the site of Edo Castle. The Tokyo Station itself is also an attraction as it has a big underground shopping mall. Especially what you might want to check out is Tokyo Character Street, which you can see many Japanese goods, and Ramen Street that has some different ramen shops are gathering. Tokyo Station is not far from Ginza, a major shopping street of Tokyo. I'm sure you have international brands and shops in your country, but seeing the flag shops of Japanese brands such as Uniqlo and Muji might be fun. Ginza also has lots of shops by Japan's different regional offices. You can find their local produces, and many of them has restaurants that you can eat the local cuisines. There are 47 regions called Ken in Japan, and 26 of them have shops around Ginza. Even though I said Tokyo people don't use words name so much as destination, I see the word of Minato often. There aren't any towns that I specifically recommend to visit, but Zojoji Temple and Tokyo Tower is probably the most important icon of Tokyo. You'll see many reconstruction sites around here, and the popular artist venue Team Labo Borderless is going to move from Odaiba to near Tokyo Tower in the future. Shinjuku is located in the west of Tokyo, and it has Shinjuku Station, which became the busiest station in the world. The town shows the different faces depends on where you get off of the station. The business district in the west has Tokyo Metropolitan Government and major international brand hotels such as Hyatt and Hilton. East side has Isetan department store which makes the biggest sales in Japan. Shinjuku also has leisure side with old drinking alley like Omoide Yokocho and vivid night town of Kabukicho and Nichome that gay bars gathered. Right next to the vivid city, Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden is a large garden with various themes that you can enjoy nature all around the year, from cherry blossom to autumn leaves. Harajuku is a neighborhood between Shinjuku and Shibuya. The town has several different faces. The first thing you notice is a large Meiji shrine laying in front of the station, which is an artificial forest that is made more than 100 years ago. The other side of Harajuku Station has many shopping streets that has popular to young teenagers to adults. Takeshita Street is a street with lots of shops for teenagers and young crowds, and Ura Harajuku for a little more older crowd, and Omotesando is a street for adults. Shibuya is probably the most iconic scenes of modern Tokyo, and you might have seen at least one photo of Shibuya crossing. Shibuya is another train terminal, and the town collects many young Japanese for shopping and gathering. Here you see modern side of Tokyo people's life and culture and trendy spots such as Miyashita Park and Shibuya Sky. Fukagawa is an old name of this area on the east side of Sumida River. I categorize this as a Fukagawa, but actually the area is spread to several different stations of Edo Line. The area is not a big tourist destination, but you see a typical downtown with many temples and shops among residential area. This is actually a beautiful bridge. If you wish to go a little off from touristy areas and see Tokyo's downtown, it's a good area to stroll around. Daiba is an area on the other side of Rainbow Bridge from Tokyo City Center, and it's a new development with beaches and shopping centers. You can take this automated system of Yurikamome from Shinbashi Station to Odaiba Kaihin Koen Station and walk to the Daiba, which used to be a ballet island to protect Tokyo. The beach overlooking Tokyo City Center is crowded with Tokyo people who get some tan and play beach ballet in summer. For the view of Tokyo, I more recommend Toyosu-Gururi Park. It's a park near Shijomae Station, and you can see the beautiful skyline of Tokyo and Rainbow Bridge. It might be also good to come here by rental bicycle. Fortunately, Tokyo is safe, so nobody trying to get anything from you. Cops doesn't stop you, so you have freedom to explore Tokyo as you want. I hope there are some areas that draw your interest. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Until the next videos.